Hi, I'm Mark Luden, President and CEO of the Guitammer Company. We're the makers of the Butt Kicker line of low-frequency audio products. If you Google us, you'll find us under Butt Kicker. What the Butt Kicker does is it allows you to feel sound like a subwoofer, but it allows you to do it silently. We're a small company based in Westerville, Ohio. That's a suburb of Columbus. There's about 9 of us who work there. We employ some part-time people as needed, although we employ people in various other industries around town and throughout the world also. So our value chain, as it were, of people working with us is probably 3 or 4 times the number of people who actually work full-time for our small company. Our revenue size, we're in single-digit millions, but our products, surprisingly enough, are literally sold around the world. We've shipped product everywhere from Australia to the United Arab Emirates. And without the ability to freely import and freely export our products without trade barriers, without going back to old protectionism days, quite frankly, we would not have a company. And we would not have the employees that we have or be able to work with our partner companies. One of the things that I think is fascinating, that I think people don't really understand or believe about the consumer electronics industry, is that the jobs that we've got here in the US are really the better paying jobs. They're the knowledge-based jobs. It's the people, the electrical engineers, the product designers, the salespeople, the strategic account people, the people who do graphic arts. These are the type of people that work with our company that enable us to develop and source products and sell them around the world. So one of the things that I think is important to note is that as the world changes, as it becomes flatter and flatter, and we move to more of a knowledge-based economy, it's the consumer electronics industry, of which I think is $160 billion alone were sold last year. Most of the company, 80% of the 2,100 member companies of the Consumer Electronics Association are companies like mine with revenues of less than $30 million. And these are the type of companies, you know, people that you see in Kroger's or Giant Eagle, to be fair to the other guys in Columbus that we play soccer with, that you see in the neighborhood. It's those of us who have jobs because of the ability to freely trade. And if I might, I'll give you one kind of fun story, as I talked about the fact that, you know, we use partners across the world, but also in the US. Our product is sourced in China, but a lot of it is assembled in Kentucky. We also source a product locally in the Columbus, Ohio area. But last year, we shipped a container, 20-foot container of our Butt Kicker Gamer product to Taiwan. You know, go figure. American company shipping electronics to an Asian company. And when the truck driver who came to pick up that 20-foot container, because they leave it there, then you pack it full of your goods. When the truck driver, and there's another guy employed because of our company and the ability of free trade, but when the truck driver who was going to hitch up and take that 20-foot container so then they could put it on a rail yard in Chicago, when he asked our sourcing manager what's in the container and where's it going, of course Mike told him it was butt kickers, which elicited a laugh and an explanation. But the real interesting part is when the truck driver asked Mike, where's the container going? Thinking, you know, Chicago or St. Louis. Mike said it's going to Taiwan. The truck driver responded, hey, that's one for us. And you think about it, it's the ability not only to import goods, but the ability to export goods that creates jobs, and good paying jobs. And so that's really what we're advocating, is not going to protectionism, going back to protectionism, not giving into special interests and all that political hoorah, as it were, but put us on a level playing field. Allow us to compete on a global basis as we always have done. I mean, we'll put our products up against any products, and we do, and we sell them around the world. I think the message to Congress is since this is on YouTube, I'll just make it a little more spicy. Don't be wusses, guys. Come on. Quit with all the petty politics. Quit with all the sidestepping the issues, and help small businesses and even more importantly the American economy be competitive. Let's quit looking at all the negative stuff and let's look at what we can do to maintain our global competitive edge. Let's not get into all the fear debates, but let's look at free trade as what it really is, which is an enabler as the world changes, as jobs change, as an enabler to allow companies to grow. Specifically, look at the consumer electronics industry and look at our little company, to hire people and pay them well and have good jobs.